Welcome back, couriers! Building the ultimate character in Fallout New Vegas isn't just about your special stats or choosing the right perks. It's about style, factions, and staying alive. In the Mojave, what you wear tells everyone exactly who you are and how hard you are to kill. Today, we are ranking 15 iconic armors from the game into a definitive tier list, based entirely on their stats, lore, and practical usefulness. Here is our tier structure. S tier is legendary. These define the New Vegas experience. A tier represents excellent choices, but just short of iconic status. B tier is for good, reliable options with minor drawbacks. C tier means highly niche or temporary gear. And D or F tier is for weak, useless, or easily forgotten items. Let's get right into the list. Starting off at the absolute bottom of our list at number 15, we have the Vault 21 jumpsuit. Let's be honest, this is the ultimate starter level. It is the literal symbol of the beginning of your adventure, given to you right after you survive a bullet to the brain. Stat-wise, it gives you a grand total of 0 damage threshold, +2 to melee weapons, and +2 to speech. It provides almost 0 protection against anything stronger than a stray mantis nymph, making it a great excuse to start this video with a joke about how fast you'll get stripped out of it. It's iconic for nostalgia, but as actual armor, absolutely bottom tier. Next up at number 14 is the standard leather armor. For a massive portion of players, this is the first real piece of armor they get their hands on early in the game. It delivers that classic, post-apocalyptic Mad Max-inspired look with the one-sleeve jacket and shoulder pads. With a DT of 6 and a light armor class, it keeps you moving fast. The problem is that it gets outdated incredibly fast. The moment you move past Prim and start facing enemies with service rifles or hunting rifles, this thing turns into paper. A great early milestone, but it doesn't hold up. At number 13, we have the heavy-duty T-45D Power Armor. It's the classic, bulky iron suit that everyone recognizes. It offers a solid DT of 22, +2 to strength, and +13 radiation resistance. However, it comes with heavy penalties. It drops your agility by 1, weighs a massive 45 units, and requires the Power Armor training perk just to put it on. Because it slows you down significantly and is outclassed by newer models, it remains a very niche choice for players who just want to play as a slow, walking tank. Coming in at number 12 is the armor of the 87th Tribe from the Lonesome Road DLC. This unique heavy armor boasts a strong DT of 22, a +1 to charisma, and a +3% critical chance. Visually, it looks absolutely brutal with its tribal markings and crimson cape. But it's highly niche because of how you get it. You literally have to nuke the Legion at the end of the DLC to access dry wells. It's a heavy armor that slows your movement speed down, and by the time you actually unlock it, you likely already have better, non-heavy alternatives. Number 11 is the legendary Brotherhood T-51B Power Armor. This represents the absolute pinnacle of pre-war power armor design. It gives you a massive DT of 25 +1 to strength and +25 radiation resistance without the agility penalties of the older T-45D. It's a total franchise classic. The catch? It is strictly a faction armor. If you wear this around the NCR or the Legion, they will immediately open fire on you. While it offers top-tier protection, managing the faction hostility and the heavy weight makes it a reliable but deeply flawed choice for general exploration. At number 10, we have the Centurion armor, the ultimate pride of the Caesar's Legion military. This heavy armor has a great lore concept. It is a piecemeal suit made from the trophies of defeated enemies, including NCR Power Armor pieces and super mutant braces. It looks incredibly intimidating, but as heavy armor, it severely limits your mobility. Plus, wearing it flags you as a Legion member, which instantly ruins your reputation with the NCR. Number 9 goes to the classic metal armor. This is the definition of a rough and ready wasteland protector. It's heavy, loud, and looks like a bunch of scrap metal welded together. It gives you an early to mid-game DT of 12, which is incredible for stopping low-tier ballistic damage. The massive downside? It weighs 30 units and penalizes your agility by 1. It's a great defensive safety net when you're transitioning out of the early areas, but the weight and stealth penalties hold it back from greatness. Number 8 is the absolute workhorse of the Mojave, Standard Combat Armor. This medium armor is the true golden middle of New Vegas. Offering a flat DT of 15 for 25 units of weight, it has no stat penalties and provides a perfectly clean, reliable defensive layer. A massive portion of players end up spending nearly half the game in this exact armor because it's highly durable, easy to find, and fits almost any combat style seamlessly. It's not flashy, but it does the job perfectly. Moving into the A tier at number 7, reinforced leather armor. This is an absolute fan favorite for early to mid-game stealth and speed builds. Unlike standard leather, this version adds matching metal plates to both shoulders, giving it a much darker, symmetrical, and aggressive look. It pumps your protection up to a fantastic DT of 10 while keeping you firmly in the light armor class. It's available quite early, cheap to maintain, and lets you maximize movement perks like Travel Light. It looks great and performs even better. At number 6, we have the incredibly rare Ganon Family Tesla armor. This unique medium power armor belongs to Arcade Ganon's past and requires completing his personal quest for Old Lang Syne. It delivers an exceptional DT of 20, plus 15 energy weapons, and plus 20 radiation resistance. It looks phenomenal with its glowing yellow Tesla coils. The only thing keeping it out of S tier is that it requires a lot of late-game hoop jumping to get, and it is still classified as power armor, requiring training. But for an energy weapons build, the stats are phenomenal. Number 5 brings us one of the most famous unique sets in the history of the franchise, Joshua Graham's armor from Honest Hearts. This gear is tied directly to one of the most legendary, well-written characters in the game. It's a brilliant visual design combining a low-collar white preacher shirt with a pre-war Salt Lake City Police SWAT vest. It provides a massive DT of 15 while weighing only 8 units. Best of all, it grants a permanent plus 3% critical chance bonus. It is the undisputed king of light armor crit builds. Entering the S tier at number 4 is the Stealth Suit Mark II from Old World Blues. This is a true cult classic because it is the only armor in the entire game that literally talks to you.
Running low on medics. Ready, steady, fighty. Sneaking done, fighting now. This one looks pretty tough.
It has its own built-in female AI personality that monitors your health, dispenses stim packs and med-X automatically, and cracks sarcastic jokes. Fully upgraded, it gives you DT 14, plus 25 to sneak, plus 1 perception, plus 1 agility, and a 20% increase to crouched movement speed. It completely changes how you play the game, making it a legendary fan favorite. At number 3 is Ulysses Duster. This light armor is deeply tied to the core lore of Lonesome Road and the Courier's history. Depending on which faction you support, the Duster changes its appearance to feature a custom flag on your back. It weighs an incredibly low 3 units, offers a powerful DT of 13, grants plus 1 to Charisma, and gives a massive plus 5% critical chance boost. It is highly praised by role players and min-maxers alike, because it delivers top-tier endgame stats without ever slowing you down. Our number 2 spot goes to the legendary Remnants Power Armor. This is the old-school Enclave Advanced Power Armor from Fallout 2. It is the ultimate in-game powerhouse, boasting the highest raw defense in the entire game, with a jaw-dropping DT of 28 and plus 25 radiation resistance. Getting your hands on it is a massive challenge. You either have to clear out a terrifying horde of Deathclaws at the unmarked Deathclaw Promontory, or finish Arcade's companion quest. It represents the ultimate reward for surviving the Mojave's hardest trials. And finally, at number 1, the undisputed king of Fallout New Vegas armor, the elite Riot Gear. Found in the 3rd floor of the Hopeville missile silo bunker in Lonesome Road, this is the absolute pinnacle of medium armor design. It hits the perfect golden balance of stats, appearance, and utility. It gives you a massive DT of 22, plus 1 to Charisma, plus 10 to guns, and a beautiful plus 5% critical chance. Combined with the helmet's sneak sight and perception bonuses, it turns you into an unstoppable, highly stylish wasteland predator. It is the absolute favorite of the entire community and the perfect finish to our list. What is your go-to armor set when you wander the wastes? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay safe out there, couriers.